Hey guys, how's it going? This is Mike from M&R Automotive. Today we have the Subaru Outback and we've installed a 30-inch light bar. Let's go ahead and pop the hood. Okay, first thing we're gonna do is remove the clips on the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there's also two 10mm bolts. Kind of like tug on it. Yeah, I think that's it. Let's get inside the fender. There's a couple of clips that we're gonna remove here. I see 4. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're gonna do the same thing on the passenger side. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're gonna go ahead and remove all the clips from the bottom. So now I'm gonna go ahead and grab the side, and I'm gonna try to peel the bumper off the clips. So we released it here, and we're gonna go do the same thing on the passenger. So I'm gonna peel the top and unclip everything. Let's see what else is here. Good, good, good. There's a harness here. We're gonna go ahead and disconnect it. And let me see the same thing on the passenger side. We're gonna go ahead and press on it and pull it. So now that we got all the clips removed, now we can take the whole bumper off. Now that you have the bumper removed, let's go ahead and install the slim light bar. We do have brackets. There is a driver on the passenger side. The bend is on the outside of the bolt. We're gonna use this factory bolt here. We're gonna remove it. I'm gonna slide the same bolt through the M&R bracket, and we're going to reinstall it. We didn't tighten it all the way. We still have maneuvering. So that way when we thread the light bar in between, we can tighten these last. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and install the light bar in between the mounts. Because the battery is on the driver's side, make sure when you're installing the light bar that the wire of it is also on the driver's side. It'll make the routing of the power wire itself a lot easier. So we're gonna go ahead and thread the bolt. And there's a rail system, so you can align the light bar in any position that you want to accommodate the slots of the front bumper. So now that we like the positioning of the light bar, we're gonna go ahead and tighten the last bolt, which is the one that's holding the mount. So we actually ran the wiring from the bottom to the side and through this opening in order to get the main power wire into the engine bay, so that way we can connect it to a power module. So for this light bar install, I purchased a wireless wiring harness on Amazon, and it only controls 2 power sources. So you could actually get the same wiring harness to control the main white light feature as well as the amber DRL. M&R does sell a wireless wiring harness, but that one you get 8 different ones. So I wanted to show you a different resource that you guys can use. I'll put a link in the description below. There's 2 ways of using this wiring harness. The first way is a little bit more challenging way, is taking these physical buttons inside the cab through the firewall. We're not going to be doing that because it takes a lot of effort, and we choose to go the wireless route. So I'm going to go ahead and disconnect it all together, and we're going to be able to use the wiring harness using this remote. So we're going to get a power for the positive lead on the wiring harness. That's the one that has a fuse here. Let's make sure there's a fuse in here. It's a 30 amp fuse, which is great. I'll go ahead and loosen this bolt. I'm going to slide it through the wiring harness, through the eyelid of the harness, and then I'm going to do the same thing on the ground. There's a grounding strap eyelid. I'm going to put it through the eyelid. The wireless wiring harness has 2 power wires. One is the main power wire, and the second one is the accessory power wire. So we went ahead and connected both of them on the positive terminal, as well as both of the black ones on the negative terminal. If you have purchased the M&R Slim Light Bar in either one color, white or amber, your wiring out of the light bar is going to only have 2 wires. A black wire, which is the ground, and a red wire, which is the power. If you have purchased a 2-function light bar, you will also get a blue wire, which serves as the power wire for the amber DRL. Now let's connect the M&R wiring to the wireless harness that we have. Pair up the wires. We're going to go red to red, black to black, and then in this case it's going to be blue to yellow. Yellow is going to be the second function, which is going to be our DRL. So I am going to use crimp connectors. I'm going to crimp the red, and I'm going to pair that to the red wire on the harness. And that's the main function, which is going to power the white light. Now let's do the black wires. And then the last one is going to be the blue wire. And we're going to match that to the yellow for the amber DRL. Now I'm going to tug on them to make sure we have good connections. And let's go ahead and test it. Hey, now that we got power to the light bar, it's turned on, we did everything correctly, time to go on an adventure. Thank you guys for watching. I know you're going to love the product.